Hey guys, thank you for joining us again at Car System Installation. Today we're going to show you how to find accessory or ignition power, or you can call it key on key off power, on the Toyota Supra 2020. This vehicle is essentially a BMW. We can see the parts. We have the iDrive system in the front screen, and we need to have a key on key off power for a dash cam. So now I'm going to show you how we find it. Basically, we've seen a lot of people going to the fuse box and putting fuse adapters. Now, as you can see on the left corner here, these fuses turn on, turn off with the ignition. The thing is, if you put a fuse on the fuses, if you put a fuse adapter, you don't know what you're actually overloading, how much power you're taking from there, and what issues you can create. Sometimes the wires need, when they turn off, to have ground on them, but some wires, when they turn off, they need to be empty, not to have any positive or ground. And by putting any accessories on this one, you might create a feedback, which can create issues, power drainage, and other issues we've seen before. So we actually using relays to allow us to have this connected properly. And we're going to show you how we put the relays. We're not using the fuse in the front, we're using the wires in the back. So this is our relay we're going to use. And the power we have, we can take obviously from the battery in here. We have quite a few different power sources areas, but what's important for us is the accessory. So now we're going to show you how we're going to remove the fuse box. So in this fuse box, there is two tabs inside in here. Those ones. This is this one. So we have two tabs in here. It's a bit hard to see them, but those tabs are pretty much what allows us to remove the fuse box. So you can see on the top in here there's a tab, and on the other side. So basically I'm gonna hold the first tab, hold this a little bit, then the second tab, and we have the whole fuse box coming out. Now we can see we have a test light, which is a circuit protection test light. This is not a direct metal test light. So we have voltage in here, but we also don't have to worry about hitting any circuits. So we have it one side connected to ground, one side we're going to test some of the wires in here. As we can see, we don't have positive on any of them, so they probably already turned off, went to sleep. We have one positive in here. So these ones are wires that are, after a while in the vehicle, they turn off, so you can use them also as a trigger to your relay. Or you can use, we also have the small ones in here. So any of those wires that are turned off, it could be immediate, like those ones. It could be after a few minutes with these ones. Doesn't matter which way you use, you can use them to the relay. The best is to use the ones immediately, because the ones that turn off after a few minutes, after 5-6 minutes, they might, during that time, still power up the camera in full power, which will drain the battery faster, and you will have a message, especially on BMW's vehicles, you're going to have a message that your battery power is draining faster. With those ones, they turn off immediately about 5 seconds after the ignition is off. But as you can see, they're very skinny. We don't want to use them as our direct power, because they can create for us a feedback or an issue. Maybe they're not protected enough. So we're going to basically use them with the relay. So now we're going to show you how you can actually test them. So we have our test light on them. As we've seen, pretty much all the wiring are not powered. Now we're going to start the vehicle. As soon as we start the vehicle, we can see 12.6, pretty much goes up to 14 volt. And you can see all the other ones that we've seen before are all the same. Suddenly they all have power. But those ones, we're going to turn off the ignition. And now we can see those ones are staying on. But it's going to take them a while to turn off. So we're going to test our green ones here, and we can see they are immediately off. Okay? So again, we're going to start the vehicle again. see we get a power. Turn the ignition off, and we're gonna have about 5 seconds, and they turn off. These ones are still at full. Now again, you can use these wires as your trigger to your accessory, as a trigger to your relay, but you're taking a risk that there will be drainage until they turn off. It can take 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Sometimes those vehicles go to sleep after 20 minutes. Sometimes you have the door open, you're talking to someone, you might not have the vehicle going to sleep for quite a while. Comparing to the other ones that immediately as you turn off the ignition, they turn off. So we're going to use a relay here to get the proper power from the battery without risking any feedback to the fuse box or to the vehicle. For more videos of how to do, you can always find us at Car System Installation. Subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day.